I think I'm losing my mind.
Do you know your brain has a unique system which is not known by you? It is called as reticular activating system, which is a complete network of neurons. So what is this job of this reticular activating system in our brain? It's a filter system which basically allows certain information in your brain and it blocks out other information. And guess who programmed that filter? It's you. You did it, and so did the people from your past. So if you constantly feel like you're unlovable, guess what? Your reticular activating system is going throughout the day and it's going to point out every single piece of evidence to confirm that negative belief that you have. If you think that people don't like you at work or home, the reticular activating system, the filter, it is literally going to be looking for evidences to confirm that belief all day long. This is one of the main reasons why we have such a problem with family, friends, in most of the places. A confirmation bias. A confirmation bias, which means your mind loves to read things that you agree with, because reading things that you agree with confirms your filter which is running in your brain. So if you ask me why do we have a reticular activating system, there's really an important reason for why we have this. The reason why is your brain let in everything. Have you ever looked at a Facebook page? Have you ever noticed how many words are there on a standard Facebook page? They add over here, they add over there, and all these stuffs here and there. If your brain took in everything at equal value, your head would literally explode and your brain would literally melt down. So here comes the reticular activating system to protect your brain by filtering information and only letting in stuff that it agrees with. So that's the scientific reason and mandate for why you got to get busy pre-programming that thing. In our next video, we will be talking about how to reprogram the reticular activating system in your brain so that the brain starts to sort out opportunities in all your adverse situations and spot all the evidences that things are working good and feel the positive vibes around you even in your adverse situations. So for now, we will be discussing what happens when your reticular activating system filters out all the negativity around you. Of course, you will be scared of doing anything, and remember, this fear is always going to be real. In fact, you would be definitely feared of doing something right now. These are probably things that you're afraid of doing right now in your life, at your work or at your home, etc., etc. And the fact that you are afraid is robbing you all of the experiences that you want to have in your life. Example, if you're afraid to fly, that's gonna limit your ability to travel and see the world around you. If you're afraid of public speaking, that's gonna really limit your abilities to express yourself and share your own ideas. But do you know one thing? Fear is a physical state in your body that is exactly the same as excitement. Fear is almost equal to excitement. So basically what happens when you're feared? Your heart races, you might sweat a little bit, you feel tightening in your chest, you might feel pit in your stomach. It's basically the way that your body goes into a hyper-aware state because it's readying for action. Now, what's the difference between your fear and excitement? The only difference between your fear and excitement is what your brain is doing as your body is all agitated. So if you're gonna feel it's cool to ride a bike, your brain is gonna be so excited. If you're afraid, your brain is going to say, no way, there is no way, I'm not gonna do this. This is too dangerous. I'm gonna put myself into trouble, blah, 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 and other all stuffs. So what's really critical about understanding this is that we are gonna use this fact that your mind is either working for your excitement or against with fear. So have you ever heard this piece of advice in life? Do it anyway. Think positive, be positive in all tough times. Just try to calm down yourself, Varun. Come on, chill. It really doesn't work. And of course, we all know that. So the reason behind is when you are afraid, your body is in a state of arousal and agitation. And your heart is racing, you're like hyper aware about things, you're hyper aware about what's going on, and you're freaking out a little bit. Ever in your life, will you feel calm down at this situation? But certain people be calm as they have this affective flexibility. So what is this affective flexibility? Affective flexibility. Certain people, even though they are surrounded with full of negative vibes, they can pick the positive one and mold themselves to feel positive all day long. But those people are 1,001 nearby. I'm not like that. Maybe you, your friends or whomever, but in general, many are not. So for now, we understood fear and reticular activating system have a great impact in your life. So in our next video, we will be talking about how to reprogram your reticular activating system in your brain to feel the good vibes around you and spot the evidences to give new hopes to try out different things in life without any fear and disappointment. We are going to master the fear and learn to convert all your fear into an excitement. So stay tuned for the next video, which will be released shortly.